We have to address this phenomena. This doesn't happen because of the weather. It doesn't happen because of God or some other mysterious force. This happens because of policy. Policy that this Congress, together with the Senate, and even the Supreme Court and the President, put in place. A policy that is skewing the nature of the American economy in such a way as to add great wealth to those who already have great wealth, and little to those who have very little. We need to adopt policies that change this. On the floor of the House of Representatives, there should be a piece of legislation to raise the minimum wage. $10 is a bare minimum. California, my home state, did that, raised the minimum wage to 10, and then a couple of steps will go on in the future, a couple of higher steps. That's good. That's good for everyone, even those businesses, small and large, that are going to pay that higher wage, because what it does is to share the wealth that's generated by this economy, providing those at the bottom, those hardworking men and women that are at the bottom, the opportunity to sustain their families, to sustain their livelihood. That's but one. But if we make those critical investments that create economic growth, particularly education and job training, and put in place the manufacturing, the programs that enhance manufacturing, we'll see this begin to change, and we'll see the 99%ers begin to take their fair share of the wealth that they are generating. It's the men and women that toil, wherever they may be, in the federal government, in the state governments, in the manufacturing, in the fields of America. Wherever they may be, those are the men and women that are creating wealth. Oh, I understand capital. It has a role in this. But capital and labor together. And what we're seeing here is the men and women that toil are not getting the wealth that they help to create. This is a challenge. Tax policy is part of it. Policies such as minimum wage, the role of the labor unions, putting pressure on the system so that the men and women that are working in those businesses are able to share more of that wealth. They're all part of this system, and we need to pay attention to it here on the floor. So let's keep in mind the 99%ers who in the years 2009 to 2012 received 5% of the total wealth generated by the largest economy in the world, the American economy. Public policy means a lot. Over the next several days, this Congress is going to deal with some profoundly important questions. The question of the role of the federal government. Will we have another sequestration debacle on January 15th? We could. The current sequestration, in which the military is saying is a disaster for them, the education community, the research community, the transportation community, the health, the social welfare community, all say the sequestration is an unmitigated disaster. They know, and the American public will soon know, that on January 15th, the second shoe will fall, and another $105 billion will be taken out of the economy beginning on January 15th, unless this House of Representatives and the Senate, together with the President, come up with a viable alternative, one in which the growth of the economy can be assured, in which the continued austerity programs which are holding back that incredibly powerful racehorse called the American economy is put aside, and we put in place those policies that create economic growth. We have an enormous challenge. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the time.